Hi, I'm Allred. Welcome to Inspired by Pinterest, where I browse around Pinterest looking for amazing crafty ideas from all over the world, from crafters and bloggers alike, and bring them to life each week in an episode. This week we're going to be talking about one of my favorite boards I have out of all the hundreds of boards I have. It's my pumpkin patch board. Now I'm so excited we're getting back into the fall season. We can start pulling out those fake pumpkins and those real pumpkins and doing some amazing things to them. So be sure to go check out my pumpkin patch board. I've got some amazing new ideas in there. One of my favorite, Alexis from Swell Designer. She is the bomb when it comes to decorating pumpkins, and I've pinned most of her newest ones in there, so go check them out. But today we're going to be talking about specifically halving your pumpkins, like cutting them in half. So there's some fun ideas, and this is, you're probably going, we're going to cut our pumpkins in half. So let's go ahead and start with my pins, and then we'll go into the projects. So first we're going to go to Tater Tots and Jello. Now she is the bomb when it comes to cutting pumpkins in half, because I'm actually going to feature two ideas. The first one is one that she recently posted on her blog. It's this darling ruffled wreath and plaid pumpkin, and she cut her pumpkin right in half because it sits on the wreath, and the reason that you want to cut them in half is so that you don't have that depth. Now if I took this pumpkin in its original form, to put it on a wreath would push it away from the door. By cutting it in half, I have it so that it'll sit against the door. So does that make sense? So I just thought it was adorable. Go check out her tutorial on how she put that together. And then her second example, I believe she did this last year, is this darling mini pumpkin framed collage that she did. Super cute. And again, like always, you can go to allreddesign.com or .net to get the direct links to any of the pins I reference in today's show. And then, of course, I'm a big fan of I Love to Create. I mentioned Alexis, but this idea was darling. It was a framed pumpkin, and it inspired me to come up with some of the ideas I'm going to show you today. And then the last pin is from Sand and Cecil, SISAL.com. And this is adorable pumpkin that they put right in an oval frame. So let's go ahead and talk about halving your pumpkins. So first of all, let me show you these cute examples. I was playing with Doodlebug, some of their collections, and of course I cut my pumpkin in half, so I had two to work with. So I created an autumn, a fall one that I could leave out, a shadow box. This is with their 8x8 shadow boxes that we featured before. And then I couldn't resist using their Halloween parade line, that great pumpkin. I just loved how that turned out. And that's the same pumpkin I just glued to the different shadow boxes. So those turned out super cute. And then I thought it would be fun just, now let's talk about pumpkins. They're not all created equal. Of course, you've got your dollar store pumpkins, and of course some of the thrifty stores or Walmart, whatnot. Now I have no idea what this stuff is on here. Really, most of this pulls right out of your pumpkin. Take it right out, you don't need it. Get rid of it. Flowers, I don't get it. So you want that all to go away. So take the glue off, you've got your pumpkin ready to go. These also are from the dollar store. Now these are typically solid foam. When you cut right through them, they just are solid foam. They're gonna make a mess in your craft space, but that's okay. You're probably asking, how do we cut them in half? So the larger you go, you will run into a couple of different things. Most of the larger ones are hollow, which is nice because you're not cutting through solid styrofoam. Some of them, even this one that I used here, actually had this piece of cement in it. I'm sure they put it in there for weight, but when I started to saw and I hit it, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. So that's just a warning. I even have the saw cut right across the top. So be careful as you're going into it. Beware. And Jen and Tater Tots to Jello actually used a heat tool to cut through her foam pumpkin, which I thought was brilliant. And I tried mine, it worked great, but not so good on the solid foam. Doesn't work so great on these. So you can pull out what all good crafters do. They go down to the kitchen and they pull out a serrated knife and start sawing. I happen to have my miter saw out, and this worked really good. It cuts right through it without any problem. And I didn't want to cut through my mat. So there you go. You've got your nice mess of styrofoam and you're good to go on your project. So that worked great. Again, serrated knife worked too from my kitchen. So I've got a couple of cute projects I wanted to hurry and put together. I thought would be darling. I've got this old frame that I picked up at I believe at the thrift store. I've had it for a while. I cut some cute scrapbook paper. I believe this is some Teresa Collins or My Mind's Eye. I'm going to put it right inside of there. Seal that. Now I just thought that was too cute. I took my pumpkin that I've halved, I cleaned it up a little bit, added a little bit of tulle to it, brown tool. We're going to stick it right there. Now there's a couple different ways you can glue this down. E6000 works great. If you don't want it to be super permanent, then I'd probably just use hot glue. I know hot glue, some people are worried that it melts your foam, but it works great for these type of projects. We're just going to stick that right in there. The nice thing about this, if I want to use the frame for something else, that's going to peel right off. So then we've got our cute little finished pumpkin. Another fun idea that I saw that I thought would be cute is I picked up this plate quite a while ago. It was in my fall decor. I thought it'd be really cute to take this pumpkin that I've already halved and glue that right to our plate. So, of course, I'd run out of glue on air, but that's all right. So we'll go back and finish that before we hang it. Look how cute that is, right on the plate. So you can put that up. Your neighbors and your friends are going to be going, oh my gosh, I never thought of doing that before. So go ahead and give your try at cutting your foam pumpkins in half and creating some fun home decor ideas using halved pumpkins. Be sure to join me next week for more inspiring ideas from Inspired by Pinterest.